Hello my quilting friends! Today we're going to wind a bobbin on our little Sparrow 20. So the very first step is to install your thread, and this is just a small spool of thread. This is Eversewn 50 weight micro cotton, and it's going to be able to go up on this sideways spool spindle just like that. So I'm going to pop it on, pop a little cap in place so it stays in place. And now here's the cool thing about this machine is we have a little dashed line that's going to guide you to winding your bobbin. So we're going to follow this guide and then down and around this little circle. And every once in a while I find the thread might want to kind of get a little stuck, so just watch out for that. Give it a little tug and then now grab your bobbin. So I'm going to grab the thread tail and stick it through the hole in the bobbin and pull it through. Then place it onto the bobbin winder and then slide it over so it's next to the stop. And then here's the cool thing. You can just hit start and that's going to start winding your bobbin. You just hang on to that thread tail while it winds. And then now we're going to clip this off. So I'm just going to clip off that little extra thread so that way it doesn't get tangled up. And I'm going to hit that start stop button. This is the button on the front of the machine that makes it go. You could also press the foot pedal on the machine too. But the nice thing about this machine is that you don't actually have to unplug the foot pedal. You can just hit the start stop button instead. So you can see it spinning off and it's going to fill up. But the thing about the bobbin winder is it will not actually stop. It will just slow down when the bobbin starts to get full. So you just have to sit here and watch it. And whenever it starts to slow down, when it's pressing up against this little stop, that's when you know to slide it back over. So here you can see how it's slowing down. That lets me know that that bobbin is full. So I'm going to pop that over to the side, grab my scissors, clip that off. That bobbin's ready to go in the middle of the machine. Now, Eversewn thread is my favorite thread for piecing, but I have a different thread that I love to use for quilting, and it's put up on a very different spool. This is a cone of thread, so for this I'm going to use a spool stand. So basically what a spool stand is it's basically a metal base, and it has a hook here at the top. So I'm going to place this down on my table and place the spool of isocord and then wind it up and go through the loop on the top of the spool spindle. I'm going to go ahead and take this Eversewn out of the machine and remove that cap. And now I'm just going to wind the isocord thread through the machine just like before. So I follow this first little loopy guide around the circle, and then I'm going to thread the tail through the hole in the bobbin just like before. Pop it in place and click it over, and then hang on to this thread as you get started. So you begin winding the bobbin, let it wind a few times, and then hit the start button and clip off that thread tail. There we go. Now isocord is really slippery, so this is a thread that I actually will hang on to it. I'm just running it through my fingers here. Nothing really technical. I'm not pressing, I'm just letting it glide through my fingertips. And I find that that really helps because it's such a slippery thread. Sometimes it'll slip off the bobbin. So I just do that, and then I watch the bobbin, making sure that it's winding evenly. You want it to be a nice even wind all the way up and down the bobbin, fully filling it up. Just like before, you see how it's slowing down, and that lets you know it's time to hit stop, click that bobbin over and clip it off. There we go. Now we have two filled bobbins ready to thread the machine. Please check out the other video I've done on the Eversewn Sparrow 20 to learn how to thread your machine easily. And of course, you can find this machine at leahday.com/sew20. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned a lot about the Eversewn Sparrow 20 in this video, and you're ready to go jump on the machine and wind some bobbins. You can find this machine as well as all of the tutorials that I've shared on it so far at leahday.com/sew20. Come and check it out. I really think that this machine is a terrific deal for the price, for the features that you get with it, and how awesome the build is, how great it feels to be sewing and quilting on it. So come and check it out at leahday.com/sew20. Until next time, let's go sew or quilt.